You can be a lover or a fighter, whatever you desire. Life is like a runway and you're the designer.
Oh, goes for the PALLIN.
That's going in, big damage!
And the PALLIN brambles and heals.
We had a bit of a technical issue right there, but starting off the first turn with a very fast PALLIN, which is the meta nowadays, PALLIN going first early and put that threat onto something that is super tanky so that it will take the main chunk of the damage. And Kokardi is super fast as well.
Yeah, but he puts the threat onto his Sanya, which is interesting because I would assume he's running that Sanya on Strive, so by forcing them to hit the Sanya over and over and over, he's going to be cycling the Sanya even faster. So when you put that S3 onto someone else, this is also going to help cycle someone else within his team. Now, it'll be interesting to see where he puts this S3. Does he go for the Kethos or the Zhongli? He goes for the Kethos, which makes sense, trying to boost that health to make sure that that S2 actually lands the cooldown increase.
All right, here we go. We got the Kethos with the skill 3. Where is he going to send it? I usually will send it onto the Raymary, trying to focus the Raymary down as quickly as possible because Raymary is now on Gator. But the Raymary triple resist the Kethos and he did not do a single thing.
Well, and now the Linglo manages to get the immunity up, so he's not going to be able to reset anybody. He will get the S3 up here though with the Zhongli, and as I've said before, his team is actually going to cycle super quickly, so he's going to get a lot of value out of this Zhongli S3, assuming she's able to stay alive long enough. The Fia obviously ignoring the shield and just stripping health away.
And also with the Zhongli giving random cool reduction that just happened right there in front of us on the Kethos, the PALLIN and the Kethos are going to get much lower cooldown than usual. And I think Aha Swift team is lacking a little bit of momentum right there. Meanwhile, over here with a Sanya boost, with the Kethos still in turn, and constant speed buff on the team with Zhongli as well, I think the Zhongli team is looking much better in this position.
Yeah, we're already only one turn away from reapplying threat. So he's going to have that threat up again on PALLIN next time she comes around. So this Sanya is permanently going to have threat on, and the Raymary actually taking a lot of damage. She goes down.
That is so fast, but we thought it was going to be a slogfest, but because of Zhongli in the field, everybody on the side of L is a damage dealer because Zhongli do so much damage on the enemy unit, and right now he will slowly work down the Linglo as well, and there's nothing much that Kokardi can do to stop that.
No, and there's no revive on his side as well, so this is fixed now. He does have 2 healers, and they need to keep hitting into the healers now, which when you're hitting that Fia, she will cycle faster when she gets through to the stacks, but can he hit the cooldown increase this time?
I don't think he even need it. He just needs to do enough damage to bring them down one by one. And another funny thing about the Archon meta is that you have a hard time landing debuffs with these bruiser unit, which in turn kind of lower the cycle rate of Fia because you're not landing any debuffs, so she get less stacks overall.
This is true. And this Kokardi is currently only sitting at 3 stacks. He isn't actually cycling through that quickly. So I don't know if he's going to have the damage to actually be able to punch through this. Is cycling his team a little bit faster, but it's kind of just chip damage at the moment. This Sanya's just healing through everything.
And the defense buff, the shield coming out from the Zhongli is taking care of that damage really easily. Usually Fia would be the direct counter to Zhongli, but that is only if there's no healer on the Zhongli team. With the Sanya on the team, this Zhongli is looking really healthy and there's nothing Fia can do. And because Fia is on the Fortissimo build, which specializes in healing and not damage, he's going to have a much harder time to actually bring down this Zhongli, which is the main damage of L.
Yeah, but he does still, as you said, he does have a Fortissimo. So when that Fortissimo procs, because he does have some stored healing at the moment, is he down?
You can't heal if you're dead. You can't heal if you're dead. Oh my god.
This Zhongli is dealing so much damage.
Wow, incredible first game right there. That is GG for sure.
Can't see a way back now. Obviously needs to deal with the Linglo, just get the Linglo out before he can start hitting this Kokardi, but the Kokardi hasn't cycled enough to be able to ramp up his damage yet. His turns keep getting, that's his 2nd turn that's been stole by Kethos. And wow. GG. Game 1 going to L.
taking the
Okay.
first W of the day against Aha Swift, representing the global server. Looking great right there. With the Xuan Li DPS last phase lock in the kill on the Grey Mary. And I think the tempo of Kito's speed buff and Sanya turn boost is really strong against a more, I would say, passive, punching bag kind of team like the Limo team.